Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I've got a video that I'm actually pretty excited to share with you guys. KNIPEX dropped these new plier sets. Now this one's not new in itself. It's the 8-inch or 200mm set that you guys have seen for quite some time now. But they just dropped the kit as a whole, allowing you to go even bigger up to, as you guys can see here, the 10-inch or 250mm, or size down as low as the 6-inch or 150mm. And this part number is 9K002006 US4. And like I said, KNIPEX just dropped this, I believe, last month, and it's been floating around. Some people have gotten their hands on it. I finally got a set that they sent out to me, and we're going to review them and give you guys our opinion of how well we think these are, and if you guys should pick them up. So hang tight here. We'll jump into this right now. All right, first and foremost, I want to go over the back side here so you guys can see what all's, included in this setup. We'll skip most of this up here because we know that the jaws are set up for gripping of bolts and studs, grabbing those and extracting those. Down here is I want to show you what you can see here as far as the application. So based on 150mm, 200 and 250mm setups, there's their inch comparisons for you. But this shows you the capacity that they have for their jaw, and it shows you both SAE and in metric. And this is for both round stock and for hex pattern. So if you're working mostly with fasteners, I'll focus mostly on this one because I think that's what most people will be using. Now for the small jaw, 6-inch or 150mm, you'll be able to grab onto fasteners that are 3 to 16mm. Same for round stock. That's actually the same for all of these down the line. And then for your standard one that we all have, the 200mm, that's going to be able to run 4 to 22mm size bolts, which is a great setup right there. That's a great span. And then on the last one, the 250mm, that one's going to be able to run 5mm all the way up to 27mm. And so you get a great size differentiation based off of the size that you want to use for whatever application. And it's worth noting here, I'm glad that they post this here, on the smallest one, you get 3 jaw positions. On the ones that on the 200mm that we're all used to, you get 5 jaw positions, and now on the large one, you get 7 jaw positions. So let's pop it open. And it's also worth noting that KNIPEX makes their tools in Germany. I want to say about 98% of them, maybe even 100%. I had some people question that. KNIPEX makes their stuff in the same place in Germany. So, all right, let's take a look inside. Let you guys see what all's inside here. Alright guys, so here's your size breakdown. Here's the standard 200mm, here's the 250. So it gets quite a bit larger. The handle gets quite a bit longer. Let you guys see them side by side. And that jaw opening is quite a bit larger. It's especially notable as you get to that 7 positions. So as you get out to here, you get a very large jaw. We'll show you here now with the 200mm what that looks like. So that jaw opening is greatly increased. You also notice that the head gets a lot larger. So for confined spaces, this might not be as easy to use. But say, for instance, with these larger bolts, right? This is, I think, a 24mm. You could actually grab onto those now with this and hold it in place or remove it as needed. Great grabbing capability. I'd say on the end here, though, it might be a little more challenging because you can't quite get it flat enough on a 24mm. But if you ran something a little bit smaller, say maybe a 19mm or 21mm, you'd be okay. Overall construction and even design is going to be the same. It's just on a larger scale. So teeth count is the same. Jaw design, construction, the same little S pattern that's built into it. It's all going to be the same for both. You see it's a little bit more blunted on the end here, not quite as pointed as the 200mm. And then worth noting is this is the 150mm. This one's a lot smaller, and it only has 3 jaw positions. It's really fast to go through them. There's the third one. A little harder. It's a little harder to actually go through those jaw sets, but great tool and size-wise. A lot shorter, smaller. But the profile and everything is going to be the same as the 200mm that you know, but just obviously definitely shorter. Now, as far as gripping is concerned, let you guys see, Does a great job grabbing these smaller screws and tightening them up. Even this one's pretty stripped out. Yeah, does a good job. And holds up pretty good. So, I mean, great tools, guys. I mean, I think all of us have been waiting for a long time for these to come out and for KNIPEX to say, hey, there's actually a market for these. Because I know a lot of us have been asking, and I'm just glad they brought them out because these are nice. This rounds out your toolbox or tool bag to be able to have all the sizes you need. And I'd say even as an everyday carry or an EDC, this is actually pretty nice. I mean, you could go decently large. I mean, I'd probably want to go too large. Right, bump it up to like a 14 mil probably here, a little bit too big. But if you're gonna do your 10 millimeter fasteners or what have you, like it's not gonna be that. Yeah, it's gonna work out pretty good. Here's a 10 mil right here. That'd be perfect for 10 mil. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Have you guys picked up a set like this? Do you guys have the original KNIPEX 200 mil? And would you guys consider picking up this set? Like I said, on Amazon, you can buy it at other places, but Amazon, they're about $100 for the set. Whereas if you want to buy these individually, this one's $30. I didn't check to see how much these ones are individually. I don't know if they're doing it yet or is a complete set only right now. But as a complete set for $100 for all three, that's a great deal for all three of them together to, you know, throw it in your toolbox. So anyways, guys, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please put them down below. And yeah, let me know if you guys got any extra questions. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you guys videos just like this. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.